So there's an increase on fake driving instructors around the UK. Now, why would people pretend to be a driving instructor, and why is it bad for you as somebody that may be learning to drive? So reason number one, why would they pretend to be an instructor? The test itself is really quite difficult. It has a very low pass rate, and the training for it and the time it takes is very costly, and it's very expensive. And everybody sees driving instructors charging £30 an hour and they think, we must be millionaires. So everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon, but they don't want to put out the expenses of the training and the licensing and things like that. Now, why is it bad for you? Well, when we apply to become an a PDI, we must be DBS checked. We can have no convictions. We can't be barred from certain groups. So we have to have those checks before we get our PDI license. And then every time we have a check test, ADIs, we have a check test every now and then, roughly every 4 to 5 years. If our pass rates are bad, then we have to have it more often. So every time we have a check test, we must also renew our DBS checks with that as well. So somebody who's pretending to be an instructor, they probably are not going to have these checks, let's face it. So it might be a little bit more dangerous getting into a car with that person. Number two, insurance. You have to have insurance to be an instructor, to teach people, to instruct. It's highly unlikely that they are going to have the correct insurance. Therefore, if you're behind the wheel driving, you get pulled over by the police. You're the one driving an uninsured vehicle. And Clearview Driving actually had somebody contact them and say, look, I got pulled over by the police. I thought my instructor was a real instructor, and now the police are looking at giving me points on my license. So that's something that you do not want to be roped into. So what can you do to protect yourself? One, look at reviews. Two, every ADI will have an ADI number, and they should always have their badge on display in the top left corner or the bottom left corner. It must be on display. If you are giving them money to teach you, it must be on display by law. So when you get into the car, have a little look. I'll show you an example here of what it looks like. It will have their face on it, and it will have their badge number on it as well. So be careful and don't get caught out. Same with driving test days. There's a lot of scams with driving tests at the moment. Don't get caught out with that either, guys.